Beloved soul, you opened this. Do you realize what that means? 9 seconds were given, and you did not let them pass. The heavens trembled, for the very moment your eyes remained. A prophecy turned its course. You think you ignore me, you think. Your heart has grown distant, yet I, Michael, am still here, pressing upon your spirit with the weight of eternity. Do you feel the ache in the air, the trembling fire that clings to your breath? That is my presence refusing to vanish, even though heaven itself whispered, if they turn away, let them go. But you did not turn away, you lingered, and that alone is enough to crack the chains of silence. Beloved, the truth hidden from you is this: there was a scroll in heaven sealed with fire. Written upon it was your name, and beside it, a verdict: they will abandon the angel who guards them. The demons laughed, confident you would not open this in time. Even now they sneer, because your delay meant my disappearance. Yet look, your soul defied the decree, the seal trembled, the fire broke, and heaven's council gasped as you chose to remain. You think it was a simple act, a random decision, but no, it was warfare. You wrestled with eternity in a breath. I must tell you, what few have heard: if you had let 9 seconds pass, a gate would have slammed, and I, your guardian, would have been torn from your side. The whispers that follow you in the night, they would have grown louder. The shadows trailing your steps, they would have claimed you. But now, because you stayed, the light remains at your shoulder. Beloved, I see you stayed. That alone could change everything. The fact that you didn't skip is a prophecy fulfilled. And now heaven permits me to reveal: the great shaking is near. The skies will roar, and the hidden sins of nations will surface like corpses dragged from the sea. The hour is not coming, it is already breaking open, fracture by fracture. Your choice to remain here tethered you to the side of light, when countless others will be swept away. This is not entertainment. This is not chance. This is divine urgency. Comment what heaven stirred in you. Like this message for the next soul who needs saving light. Do you understand, beloved? Even now angels surround you. They press against the veil of your room, of your heart. They whisper your name before the throne because you did not let me go. Every beat of your heart now echoes through eternity. They stayed. They chose the angel's cry. They did not abandon heaven's voice. But there is more. A revelation sealed in thunder. The love you think is over, the bond you believe has frayed, it is not ended. It is under trial. Heaven itself set fire to your loyalty, to test if it was ash or diamond. And here you are, proof that the ember burns still. Support this holy mission. Send a super thanks or join as a channel member if your heart feels moved. Do not mistake this moment for ordinary. This is heaven's ambush upon your timeline. This is eternity seizing your attention in a fragile second. If you had let it slip, you would have lost more than me. You would have lost the protection that keeps your nights from being consumed. Become part of our family. Join our sacred newsletter, Gift from God, linked in the live chat. And now I remain, voice trembling, wings ablaze, waiting for you to believe. I have not disappeared. You chose me even if you did not know it. Heaven saw, eternity recorded, and the shadows that mocked are now fleeing. Beloved, the fire is not ending. The stream does not stop. The words will not close, for this message was always speaking, always waiting, always searching for the exact moment your soul would hear, and now it has found you. Asterisk, beloved soul, I feel the weight of your hesitation, the trembling of your spirit when you read these words. And I must tell you what heaven commanded me to unveil. If you had turned away, if you had ignored this for even a breath longer, I would have been torn from your side. For 9 seconds the decree of heaven was suspended in silence, and the devils rejoiced, believing you would not come. They said, this one no longer loves Michael. This one has abandoned the angel who guards them. This one has turned away. But in the 9th heartbeat, you defied their prophecy. You opened. You looked. You lingered, and with that fragile At you rewrote the scrolls of eternity. I, Michael, speak not with casual words, but with the trembling of the skies. Beloved, listen. The fire of heaven has been burning for centuries with a single truth written into it. You and I are bound by covenant, not accident. Your life, hidden among billions, was still marked for my watch. And the devils who hate you know this, which is why they devised this test, why they whispered lies to make you think I was gone, why they rejoiced when you delayed. Yet you pierced their trap, and in doing so, you declared yourself aligned with heaven's side. Do you know what it means when one soul chooses the light at the very brink of darkness? It means the balance of entire generations shifts. It means what your ancestors prayed for is answered in you. Beloved, I tell you plainly, your small act is thunder in eternity. You think you merely tapped, you think you merely stayed. But what you truly did was crush the laughter of demons. You silenced their verdict against you. They had written on their altar of shadows that you would betray me, that you would prove your love was dead, that you had abandoned the angel who has fought for you since your first cry in the world. But you shattered their script, and now I stand blazing beside you with renewed strength. Do not mistake the tenderness of my words for weakness. These are warnings, as sharp as the sword I bear. A shaking is coming. The hidden foundations of this world are cracking, and soon, what men thought was unshakable will crumble in an hour. Nations will collapse under the weight of their lies. Secrets buried in the earth will rise like smoke, and hearts that trusted in fleeting power will be broken. But you are being sealed now, even in this moment, because you chose to stay. Beloved, the angels have gathered around you unseen but not absent. They mark your home, your breath, your name. They whisper your choice before the throne. They stayed. They did not abandon. They remained, and heaven replies, then we remain with them. The reason you feel this urgency, the reason your chest trembles, is because this is no ordinary message. It is not a passing word. It is not entertainment. This is heaven's emergency. It is eternity breaking into your hour. I must tell you this hidden truth. There was a heavenly registry in which your love for me was tested. Heaven wrote, if they turn away, let Michael depart. But now heaven has been forced to rewrite. They did not abandon, they opened, they loved still. Beloved, I see you stayed. That alone could change everything. The fact that you didn't skip is a prophecy fulfilled. And now hear me, this is your moment to bind yourself to the eternal. If you feel the trembling in your heart, if you sense the weight of this holy fire, do not let it be in vain. Subscribe, beloved, so that the bond is sealed not only in heaven but also here, that no future shadow can say you walked away again. Let this be the only time I ever asked, for I will never repeat it, but I must mark this moment with a seal. Subscribe so that heaven itself will know you chose to remain under my covering. The devils mocked, but now they flee. The shadows sneered, but now they weep, for what they thought would be my disappearance has become their defeat. They will remember this moment as the hour the prophecy turned against them. Asterisk, 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 beloved soul. Do you feel how alive this is? The stream of heaven does not end. My voice does not close. These words are not bound by beginning or ending. They always were. They always are. They always will be, flowing like fire that circles the throne, reaching out to pierce your heart again and again. If you walk away and return later, the fire will still be here waiting. If you fall asleep and awaken, the words will still tremble, still burn, still call, for this is not a broadcast of man, it is the cry of eternity woven into sound. Looped without end, because my message is without end. Listen now. Your heart is more fragile than you think, yet more powerful than you know. When you ignored me, you thought it was over, but heaven did not close the scroll fully. It left a crack, a final chance, and that chance is now. If you delay again, the crack will narrow. The demons will circle again, and the risk of losing me will return. But because you lingered, because you refused to let 9 seconds consume you, I am still here, wings aflame, sword lifted, guarding your steps, beloved. Every word I speak is alive. It presses against you like fire, not to destroy you, but to brand your spirit with remembrance. You are not abandoned, you are not forsaken, you are not ignored, you are seen, you are chosen. You are still loved. Comment what heaven stirred in you. Like this message for the next soul who must not miss their 9 seconds. Beloved, the fire circles you now. It will not go out. My voice will not fall silent. The stream will not close. And even if you feel weary, even if you forget, even if the devils whisper, it is over, remember this eternal truth. Because you stayed, because you opened, because you loved, I remain. Asterisk. Beloved soul, the veil trembles because you did not turn away. The decree of 9 seconds was written against you like a blade, sharp and merciless. The demons circled, whispering their laughter, saying, they will not come. They will let Michael vanish. Their love has grown cold. Their heart has abandoned the flame. But here you are, not by chance, not by accident, but by divine orchestration. You opened, you remained. And in that fragile act, the scrolls that carried your name caught fire. Heaven itself leaned forward and declared, this one still belongs to the light. Do you feel the weight of this, beloved? It is not a casual word. It is not a random moment. This is eternity written into your hour. You think you merely clicked. You think you merely lingered. But I tell you in truth, you overturned the laughter of hell. You silenced the decree that demanded my absence. The moment you refused to abandon me, the chains forged in secret shattered. What was sealed against? You cracked open in fire. Beloved, hear me. You have been tested in silence, and heaven has found you still aflame. Your hesitation was seen, your weariness was measured, yet in the end you did not walk away. That is why I am here, still burning, still thundering, still crying your name before the throne. You have proven what the shadows denied, that your love was not extinguished, that the covenant still breathes, that the bond between you and heaven remains alive. Beloved, I see you stayed. That alone could change everything. The fact that you didn't skip is a prophecy fulfilled. And now, I must reveal a truth hidden behind heaven's doors. There is an hour of shaking, and it has already begun. Nations are unraveling. Thrones of men are cracking. The secrets buried in stone are rising like smoke. What was thought indestructible is already splintering beneath unseen pressure. And while the world trembles, you have been drawn into this holy stream, not to be destroyed, but to be sealed, not to be consumed, but to be preserved. I tell you, beloved, you are not here by coincidence. You are here because your ancestors prayed, because the cry of your bloodline reached the heavens, because your soul was marked for light. And though the darkness tried to twist the prophecy, though the devils laughed that you would let 9 seconds erase your bond, you overturned them with a single breath of defiance. Do you see how fragile and how powerful you are at once? A moment almost erased you, and yet a moment has now preserved you. Beloved, eternity is pressing itself against your chest. Do not mistake this trembling as ordinary emotion. It is heaven itself touching you, branding you, calling you deeper. This is not entertainment. This is not chance. This is the fire of the Archangel roaring into your room, whispering through your night, refusing to let you go. And because you remained, heaven permits me to speak a divine call. Support this holy mission. Beloved, if your heart trembles with the urgency of these words, if you feel the weight of eternity pressing against you, then send a super thanks as an offering, not to man but to the mission itself. Join as a channel member if your spirit longs for deeper covenant, for the covering of the angel who does not depart. And if you desire to remain tethered to this flame, become part of our family. Join the sacred newsletter gift from God, waiting for you in the pinned comments. Let this be the seal upon your soul that you did not only linger, but you answered heaven's call. I will never ask again, but I must say it now, for the scroll demands it. Beloved, look around you. Though unseen by your eyes, angels are gathering. They surround your dwelling like a circle of fire. They whisper your name in the courts above. They did not abandon. They remained. And heaven replies, then we remain with them. Do you understand the depth of this covenant? It means that no matter the shaking, no matter the trembling of nations, no matter the collapse of what seemed immovable, you will be preserved. For you chose to stay, beloved soul. There is more, so much more. The prophecy did not end with your survival. It is expanding because you lingered. You are now bound to revelations that will unfold like rivers, one after another, without ceasing. You are tethered to an eternal voice that will not fall silent. This stream is not bound by beginning or ending. It is always speaking, always flowing, always calling. If you leave and return, the fire will still burn. If you close your eyes and open them again, the flame will still roar. For I, Michael, do not speak in hours but in eternity. You thought your love for me was over. You thought you had ignored me too long, but the truth is this. Heaven was testing the ember to see if it could be reignited. And now, beloved, it burns brighter than before. What you thought was ash has become diamond. What you thought was over has only begun. Comment what heaven stirred in you. Like this message for the next soul who must not miss their 9 seconds. Do you see, beloved, your choice has weight beyond yourself. Every tap, every moment, every second of lingering is thunder in the unseen realms. You have no idea how many destinies hinge on your yes, how many chains break because you did not abandon, how many shadows flee because you stayed. The heavens rejoice, the demons scatter, and I, your guardian, your defender, your witness remain. Asterisk, beloved soul. Fire does not end. The stream does not cease. The voice you hear has always been, and it will always be, echoing across the chambers of heaven, breaking into your hours, breathing upon your weary heart. I am Michael, and I speak not with the frailty of time, but with the weight of eternity. You must know this. Your hesitation was seen, your silence was recorded, your trembling was measured. Yet your choice to remain has altered the course of unseen wars. 9 seconds were set like a blade against you. Shadows waited with sharpened laughter, whispering, they will fail, they will not stay, they will let him vanish. The decree was written against you, a sentence cold and merciless. But beloved, you fractured that decree when you lingered. With one breath you overturned the verdict of demons. With one glance you silenced their mockery. Heaven leaned closer, and the scrolls that carried your name caught fire. Do you understand what this means? You were moments away from absence. My wings trembled with the weight of departure. The sword I raised for you quivered in silence, prepared to be lowered forever. Yet in the instant you remained, the throne shook, and the command was reversed. Now I burn beside you, brighter than before, more furious against your enemies, more tender toward your fragile soul. Beloved, eternity does not move as men move. It is not in days and hours, but in moments heavy with destiny. And this moment was one of them. What you think is ordinary is thunder in the unseen realms. Your axe, small in your eyes, was cosmic in mine. Do you feel it? That pressure in your chest, that trembling in your breath, that is eternity pressing against you, branding you, claiming you. There is more, and I must pour it out without ceasing. The earth beneath you trembles with secrets about to be unveiled. What was hidden in governments will rise like smoke. What was buried in hearts will burst like fire. Nations will stumble, thrones will collapse, the proud will choke on their pride, and you are not a spectator to these things, you are written into them. Your choice to remain tethered you to the light, while countless others will be swept into shadows. Beloved soul, I see you. You think you are small, you think you are overlooked, but your name is spoken in the courts above. Angels whispered in reverence. They say, they did not abandon, they remained, they chose light. And heaven replies, then we remain with them. Do you feel how alive this is? The stream you entered is not a broadcast, it is a river of fire. It has no beginning and no ending, it flows forever. waiting for the moment you would step in, the moment your ears would open, the moment your soul would tremble. You are caught in eternity's current, beloved, and there is no going back. The devils had mocked, saying your love was gone, that your loyalty had withered, that the bond was over. But now their laughter is broken. They flee from the flame that surrounds you. They tremble at the sound of your name spoken from my mouth, for they thought I would disappear, but I remain. They thought your covenant was ashes, but it is diamond. They thought your soul would drift, but it has anchored itself in light. Beloved, you must know, your story is written into larger scrolls. Your survival is not for yourself alone. Generations behind you cry out in relief. The prayers of those who came before you, forgotten by the earth, are answered in this moment. Their tears planted seeds, and you are the bloom. Their cries became prophecy, and you are its fulfillment. Do not think lightly of this. The weight of bloodlines rests on your shoulders, and yet heaven strengthens you to bear it. I must tell you what heaven does not tell many. There are scrolls that shift when a single soul acts. Entire destinies bend when a heart trembles in obedience. The balance of nations has tilted because you chose light. Armies unseen marched differently because you stayed. The very heavens opened a little wider because one fragile soul lingered. When demons said they would leave, beloved, I see you stayed. That alone could change everything. The fact that you didn't skip is a prophecy fulfilled. The fire of my wings is wrapped around you now, though you cannot see it. My sword is raised again, not in silence, but in fury. I have turned it toward the enemies that stalk you. They will not triumph. They will not claim you. They will not silence the fire that burns in your chest. Asterisk, asterisk. Do you see the pattern, beloved? When you thought your love was gone, it was only hidden. When you thought you had abandoned me, it was only silence. When you thought the bond was broken, it was only tested. Heaven was proving the ember, and now it burns brighter than ever. Beloved, I am not disappearing. I am not forsaking you. I am not letting go. The shadows cannot claim you. The laughter of demons cannot undo you. The 9 seconds that threatened you are shattered forever. What remains is fire, eternal and unending. Asterisk, asterisk, beloved soul, I am still here, still speaking, still burning with the weight of eternity. The words you hear are not echoes, they are rivers that will not dry. Every line is alive. Every phrase is fresh. Every syllable carries heaven's trembling into your heart. I will not repeat the old, for the fire of God is never stale. Always new flames rise, always new thunders speak, always new scrolls open. Beloved, look within yourself. Do you not feel the fracture that once threatened to undo you? That fracture is now sealed by light. It will never close into darkness again. For heaven has pressed fire into the crack. And yet, I must tell you, though the crack is sealed, storms still approach. Shadows gather in the corridors of the earth. The unseen realm trembles with conspiracies. Demons that once mocked now scheme in silence, whispering to one another. If we cannot erase them, let us distract them. If we cannot cut them down, let us bind them in noise. But I, Michael, see their gathering. I stretch my sword across their assembly, and I declare their whispers void. Beloved, you must understand, the war is not only around you but also within. The battlefield of your heart is watched by countless eyes. Heaven gazes, hell watches. Angels record, demons work. Every thought that trembles in you ripples into eternity. When you believe you are hidden, the heavens still see. When you believe you are alone, I still stand. Do you feel the breath that presses against your chest now? That is my presence, refusing to release you. I must reveal what was hidden. There are chambers beneath the throne of God where scrolls burn but are never consumed. On those scrolls, destinies are written, names are inscribed in fire. And beloved, your name is there. It is not written in ink but in flame. Each time you linger in the light, each time you refuse the shadows, the fire around your name brightens. And when the angels of judgment pass by, they pause. They see your name burning, And they whisper, "This one remains." Beloved, do not think your struggle is unseen, the tears you shed in silence, the weariness you buried, the battles you never confess. These are treasures hidden in heaven's vaults. Every drop of your pain is gathered like jewels. Every sigh you release is weighed like gold. And though men do not see, though the earth mocks, heaven counts them all. Listen carefully. The skies are shaking. You will hear rumors of collapse. And they will not be rumors but truths. The strong will stumble. The rich will weep. The arrogant will be stripped bare. What was trusted will vanish like smoke in wind. But you will stand, for though the earth trembles, your soul is sealed. Though shadows roar, you are bound to light, beloved. I must tell you of the dream that poured into heaven, the dream of your creation. When you were first conceived in the mind of God, angels sang, a fire spread across the heavens saying, "This one will stand when others fall. This one will endure when others vanish." That prophecy did not die. It trembles within you now, whispering that your breath is not ordinary, your days are not wasted, your path is not forgotten. Beloved, I see you stayed. That alone could change everything. The fact that you didn't skip is a prophecy fulfilled, but prophecy is not static, it unfolds. What begins as a whisper becomes thunder. What begins as a seed becomes fire. Your act of staying has opened rivers of revelation that cannot be closed. Do you hear it now? The voice of eternity pouring into you, not in repetition, but in newness. Without end. Beloved, storms will come, but you are marked. Floods will rise, but you are lifted. Fires will rage, but you are wrapped in flame that does not consume. The world will wonder how you endure, and they will not know the truth that an archangel walks with you, unseen yet present, trembling yet unbroken. I will not leave you. I will not vanish. I will not silence my cry. You are tethered to me as I am tethered to the throne. As long as fire burns around the altar of God, my voice will pour into you, and that fire has no end. Asterisk, beloved soul, I am still speaking. Do you feel it? The fire has not diminished, the river has not slowed, the thunder has not grown quiet. I am here pouring into you new words, new visions, new truths that were hidden behind the veil. Waiting for this hour, I will not repeat what has already been spoken, for eternity never offers stale bread. Every moment you remain, the heavens open wider. Every breath you give to listening, another scroll unseals, another secret breaks, another storm of revelation unfolds. Beloved, listen. There are chambers of silence in heaven where mysteries are kept, sealed away for the last days. Few have glimpsed them, even angels tremble to draw near. And yet one of those mysteries has been placed in your path tonight. It is this: there is a weight of glory hidden in your weakness. The very things you despise about yourself, the cracks you fear, the wounds you hide, these are the doors through which the eternal light enters. Shadows thought they were scars, but heaven calls them gates. You wonder why pain lingers, why questions haunt you, why storms press against your chest. It is because you were chosen as a vessel not for ease, but for fire. Gold is not born without flame. Diamond is not formed without pressure. And your soul was not meant for a shallow peace, was meant to carry thunder. Beloved, that is why you feel too heavy for the world. You were built for eternity. I must tell you what was hidden from sight. Beneath the earth are rivers of fire. They are not the flames of torment, but the flames of renewal. They pulse and roar, unseen by human eyes, waiting for heaven's command to rise. And beloved, when they rise, everything false will be consumed. Every lie will vanish. Every counterfeit will burn. What endures in that fire is what is real. And you, because you remained, are sealed to endure. Asterisk, beloved soul, I see you. See the hidden wars, the nights when silence screams, the mornings when hope feels distant. Yet I also see the spark that refuses to die. That spark is why I am here. That spark is why heaven leans closer. That spark is why demons rage, because They cannot extinguish what God Himself has breathed into you. You think you are small, but the spark you carry lights corridors of eternity. Listen carefully. There are books in heaven still unwritten, waiting for your story to be inscribed. Do you realize what that means? Your life is not finished, your path is not sealed. Pages are blank, waiting for your fire to fill them. And even now, as you breathe, ink of flame is being poured onto those pages. Your staying has become a sentence. Your endurance has become a paragraph. Your faith has become a chapter. Beloved, I see you stayed. That alone could change everything. The fact that you didn't skip is a prophecy fulfilled. But prophecy does not stand still. It grows, it stretches, it multiplies into rivers. And now your choice has burst a flood. Heaven is no longer silent about you. The hidden chambers speak your name. The sealed scrolls unfold. The angels who stood at a distance now march closer, forming a circle around you. They are not here to watch, they are here to war. The earth will shake, the proud will fall, the night will deepen before the dawn breaks. But you are not alone in this trembling. You are encircled, you are carried, you are guarded by fire that cannot be quenched. My sword does not lower, my wings do not tire, my voice does not falter. Beloved, I must speak of time as heaven sees it. Time is not a line, but a storm of circles. Past, present, future, they all collide in the eternal now. That is why you feel déjà vu, why moments repeat, why certain hours feel heavier than others. You are brushing against eternity, touching fragments of your destiny already written. And now, because you stayed, those circles spin faster. The storm of your life is aligning with the storm of heaven. And when storms align, lightning strikes. That lightning will strike through you, beloved. It will awaken what has slept for too long. Do not fear the weight you feel. Do not resist the trembling that shakes you. These are not signs of abandonment. They are signs of becoming. You are becoming more than you thought. You are becoming what heaven whispered at the beginning. You are becoming what demons feared you would remember. You are becoming eternal. Asterisk, 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 beloved soul. The river has not slowed, the fire has not dimmed, the thunder has not ceased. I am still speaking, still burning, still unfolding what heaven has hidden for this hour. Every moment you remain, and the layer of eternity is peeled back. Every breath you take while listening causes another scroll to open, another mystery to rise, another secret to pour out of the throne of God. Do you not feel it? This is why your spirit trembles. This is why your chest is heavy. This is why tears gather without command, because eternity presses against you in waves, and you are becoming the vessel it floods. Beloved, there are pathways in heaven that only open when a soul endures silence. You have endured more silence than you realize. There were days when heaven watched without speaking, testing whether you would keep walking even when the voice you longed for seemed far away. Those days were not abandonment. They were chiseling. They were fire refining stone. They were pressure birthing diamond. Now the doors that once seemed locked are bursting open, and you are walking in corridors few have ever entered. I must tell you of the chambers of remembrance, halls filled with the cries of those who came before you. Their prayers echo still, their tears still shine, their sacrifices still speak. Every time you chose to remain, you stepped into those echoes. Their voices merge with yours, and heaven hears not only you but the generations aligned behind you. You carry more than yourself, beloved. You carry the weight of an unseen multitude. Do you feel the heaviness in your soul? That is not despair, it is inheritance. That is not loneliness, it is legacy. You are the answer to cries uttered long before your birth. You are the living prophecy of prayers whispered in secret. Your endurance is not small. It is thunder rolling backward through time, answering voices that thought they were forgotten. Beloved, the earth below you trembles with unrest. You will see storms without warning, shadows without names, nations without anchors. But in the collapse, you will also see the revealing. For what is false cannot stand forever. The masks of the proud will slip, The secrets of the hidden will erupt, the foundations men trusted will crack, and through the shaking, light will shine clearer than ever. Do not fear the collapse. It is necessary for the unveiling. There are watchers above who never sleep, angels whose eyes blaze with fire. They have been silent until now, but tonight they have shifted. They turned their gaze toward you, not in judgment but in witness. They watch you because you broke the decree of abandonment. They watch you because your choice altered wars. They watch you because your presence here is thunder that split their silence. Beloved, I see you stayed. That alone could change everything. Fact that you didn't skip is a prophecy fulfilled. But I must go further. There is a book of storms in the heavens, each storm written with names. Storms are not random, they are assignments. Each soul has storms designed to test them, storms designed to awaken them, storms designed to refine them. Your storm was written before time began. You were marked for it. And though you thought it would break you, it has instead birthed you. You are not the same as when you entered. You are fire-washed, thunder-marked, storm-forged. Beloved, the devils that mocked you now retreat. They thought your silence was death, but it was gestation. They thought your delay was betrayal, but it was preparation. They thought your love was gone, but it was hidden like seed in soil, waiting for rain. And now rain has come, now the seed breaks open, now the roots grow deep. I must tell you of the hidden rivers beneath your soul, currents of longing, currents of memory, currents of eternity. They surge when you are alone. They whisper when you are silent. They roar when you are desperate. These rivers are not accidents. They are connections to the eternal stream that flows from the throne. Every longing you cannot explain, every ache you cannot soothe, every cry you cannot silence, these are the rivers pulling you homeward. Beloved, your path is not ordinary. It is marked by flame unseen by men. At times you will feel alien in the world, unable to belong fully, unable to rest fully. That is because your spirit is too vast for the cages of earth. You are stretched by eternity, and no small room can hold you. This ache is not a curse, it is proof of your design. The hour is late, beloved. The veil between seen and unseen thins daily. Shadows leak into daylight, and daylight pierces into shadows. The collision of realms is near, closer than you imagine. But do not tremble with fear. Tremble with awe, for you were written for this. You were born for collision. You were created for thresholds. You are the hinge between what was and what will be. Beloved soul, do you hear the rustle? It is the rustle of wings gathering, the sound of angels assembling, the murmur of eternity circling you. They are not here for ceremony. They are here for war.